Because at the end of the day, what I've realized is that you're not with your friends all the time. There are times that you are forced to be alone just for you to learn a way for you to fight for yourself. Hello, everyone. Hi, friends. It's me, Iron, and welcome to a whole new episode of the Friend Yourself podcast. If you guys can see, the face is beat. This goddess is going out later. I plan to take myself out today on a date, just like every other week. It's a ritual for the goddess. In today's video, I'm going to share you guys my experience with me being used to being alone and the benefits that it gave me. How did I get into this situation? Let's start with that story. Last year, like I said, I was in a relationship with a guy. During this time, I felt like my self worth was so shaken that I gave so much of myself to this relationship, resulting to me failing one subject. Every week, I would go to his house, particularly just to hang out with him. And I don't know, I've just become so, I don't know, forgetful about a certain subject just because I was with this person. I know it was my fault, and at this time, I was just operating in the self lack mindset that I forgot to pour on to other jars or other parts of my life that needed it. And it was my academics. I did fail a subject because of it, resulting with me just delaying my whole entire school, and now I have to extend 1 year just because of that mistake. Now, I am put in the situation where I had to take my courses so late that I was left by my friends. Not necessarily like left, but we couldn't hang out at the same time because our subjects or our courses were so different. This made me be in the situation wherein I had to be alone more often. I had to eat my lunch alone because I didn't know anyone within my course. At first, it seemed so sad. It seemed so scary because in a room that I didn't know anyone, I felt scared. I felt so alone and just so vulnerable. At times that I feel so vulnerable, I put in the front that I am this bitch, just like that. I like a bitch, and that pushes away a lot of people. And lo and behold, last term I didn't meet as much friends as I want to. I'm someone that I would label myself as an ambivert. However, I love to be or meet new friends. In that course, I wasn't able to meet people because I was operating from a place of fear. At that time, I would eat my lunch alone. I would go into school, be there, finish the discussion, and leave immediately. That's that sounds like a depressing place to be, but I was there for 3 months. It was a whole semester. I was placed in a situation wherein I had hated because I truly loved being with my friends all the freaking time. Being with my friends was a safe haven for me. At those times that I was with my friends, I feel safe. I feel so much alive and just so bubbly because that's who I am as a person. I feel the best when I'm with people that love me and that I love. And now that I'm placed in this scenario wherein I had to be forced to be alone, I had to work around it. And lo and behold, I've learned so many things, and I want to share it with you guys because I've learned so much from it. First things first is that I learned that I hated to be alone just because my head is so scary. My head is always filled with so many bad things and so many ideas that I couldn't just push it or put it out somewhere. And I didn't have my friends to help me, unpack that, which was sad. In order to process a lot of this information and thoughts in my head, I used the power of journaling in order for me to cope with it. I know that a lot of my friends, I advise them to use a notebook or a journal to record their thoughts, and I don't know, I'm gonna sound like a broken record over here with it for them. However, it truly helped me just process my thoughts in a way wherein I could highlight and see it physically, what I felt in that moment, what lessons I need to learn, and what things I need to do better in the future. I learned that by being alone, you are forced to grow and you're forced to crack out of your shell and be outside your box and learn how to survive in your own. Because our survival instincts as human beings work so well when we are in groups. And now I have further understood why we feel so much safer with our friends, because they're the people that allows us to be ourselves fully. And when these people are not around you, you feel empty and you feel afraid. However, you need to find that friend within yourself in order for you to also fight for yourself, and in order for you to find ways with yourself in order to conquer situations and in order to face certain difficulties. Because at the end of the day, what I've realized is that you're not with your friends all the time. There are times that you are forced to be alone just for you to learn a way for you to fight for yourself. I know that might hurt some people, but for you to be strong, you might need to learn your way out of your shell or your box alone. That in itself is a scary thing, and I'm still processing it within this moment. But I've learned so many things just by being alone. Being alone and being in love with my own company makes me feel less anxious with the people around me and the people and what they think about me, because I'm so self-assured within myself that me sitting down in a canteen alone is better than with introducing myself to new people that I wouldn't trust in the long run, or that I wouldn't feel like would love me the same way. I was the type before to quote unquote collect friends and prefer quantity over quality. But right now, I am so fine with my small group and the friends that I have at home. I'm so fine with them that even though I'm alone, I still feel happy because I know that I haven't let other strangers disturb my peace. Misery needs company. So if you're miserable, you attract people that are going to take advantage of you just because they can see that you're weak. However, if you put yourself in a situation wherein you would continuously feed yourself with love and abundance, give yourself enough love to be able to walk away from certain situations, you're able to stand up from people who are trying to penetrate your walls. I know these walls is what protects us. Only the people we trust we can let in, right? Being alone makes you build these walls not higher but stronger, because you have boundaries of which people you're allowed to let in your life. And that in itself is enough lesson for me to become so happy being alone these days. This also applies with friends and relationships. Just because you're alone, I don't wish you to go out with people just because they like you. I've been in that situation, and 9 out of 10 it hasn't worked out. And girl, none of it ever worked out. I needed to find someone that I like enough that I would also give enough energy to let in my life. Before, my mindset of being such a people pleaser have gotten the best of me, that a lot of my crushes show the bare minimum. That minimum amount of love and safety pulls me in because I didn't give enough of that towards myself. And I'm not gonna be in that situation ever again. I would rather enjoy being alone right now and be with my friends sparingly, or just every other month, than being with people all the time that I don't trust and don't give enough love just like I do. I have learned that if you're an empath and if you're a person who continually gives love, you have to be careful on who you give it to, because some people can see it. Some people can see your heart and they could take advantage of it. Those are just some of the things that I've learned with being alone, is to become stronger and to become better for yourself so that people wouldn't walk all over you. Some things that I do when I'm alone, just like what I said, is create these rituals in order for you to supplement the love that you're missing. If you're a person who loves gift giving, give yourself gifts. That's what I do for myself. I give myself makeup, or I buy myself makeup or things that I need every week within online shops. Those many things supplement that part of myself where it needs it. I also love just quality time. So I would just sit around, watch movies, clean my house, I don't know, go out on a date with myself, feed myself food. Those random little things will matter in the long run. As long as you become consistent with these things to supplement the love that you're missing, you will never feel afraid to be alone anymore. Just because you have built a routine, you have built these strong armor that you don't have or feel that you need to break it anytime just because someone has showed you this little amount of interest. Bare minimum turns me off now because I love being alone. People who do not value me or my time now turns me off just because I enjoy being alone. Now I can, or I am able to attend to my friendships with a fresher mindset and become a better friend to them in general just because I'm a better friend to myself. I truly love being alone, and I could have never changed my current trajectory just because I failed at something. At least I have learned something from it, something that is far way more important. Because I feel like if I hadn't failed that one subject, I wouldn't have learned to cherish my own company and love myself enough that I can be alone at certain times. I know if you're on this journey of self love, give yourself the time to be alone as well. Give yourself the time to think and reflect about the things that you need to prioritize. Because another thing that I've learned is that sometimes the voices in our head aren't ours in the first place. These sometimes are borrowed voices that we acquire from the people we surround ourselves with. The more you surround yourselves with negative people, your subconscious mind and the way you think is going to change. By further distancing yourself in a certain amount of time, or enjoying your alone time, makes you reflect and think whether those voices in your mind or what you're thinking right now is yours. because sometimes it's not ours. What we need to learn is to cultivate our own love and friendship within ourselves to become better friends with other people. And I'm so excited for you to embark on this journey called self love as well. I am still in this journey and it's never ending. It's a lifetime journey. And if you falter throughout this journey, it's okay. You can stand back up just because it's not linear. You're continually growing. You might rise, you might fall, but find yourself enough balance in order for you to stand back up just because you love yourself that much. Again, this is Iron Jade, and I hope you enjoyed today's podcast. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.